It is a beautiful day in Moorhead, Minnesota, and on today's episode of Living in Fargo, North Dakota, we are hopping back over to the east side of the Red River into Moorhead to go over some of the best neighborhoods in Moorhead, Minnesota. Of course, we're not going to go over every neighborhood in Moorhead, and there's a lot of really great ones, but we're going to go over a summary of some of the best neighborhoods that people are really seeking out when they're making their move into Moorhead. Let's get started. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about Fargo, North Dakota and the surrounding areas, make sure to hit subscribe and also hit the bell for notifications so you are the first to know of new videos that we put out about Fargo, Moorhead, all the surrounding areas, and market updates. I'm Megan Oy with RE/MAX Legacy Realty, and every day I talk to people just like you. So whether you are 9 days or 90 days from your move in or around Fargo, North Dakota, we are here to help you make that a smooth transition. All of my contact information is listed in the description below. Now let's get started. The first neighborhood on our list today is Tessa Terrace. Tessa Terrace is located in the very southwest corner of the city of Moorhead, right along the Red River. It has awesome views of the sunset and is in really close proximity to Blue Sim Amphitheater, which is a 3,000 person outdoor event venue that hosts some top-notch entertainment from across the country. This year alone, they're having Willie Nelson, Billy Currington, the Bare Naked Ladies, and a bunch of others. Tessa Terrace used to be the site of a farm, a beautiful farm, and a horse boarding site. The developer began construction on the development in the late 90s, and there are still homes going up there today. Wanting to keep that natural beauty and integrity of the land there, the developer made for lots of walkways, ponds, fountains. He wanted it to be a really active residential community, and he succeeded. It's gorgeous. Home prices there are going to be on the high end for Moorhead, Minnesota, as it is some of the most luxurious homes in our area in Tessa Terrace. Prices are going to range from $500,000 up to over $1 million in many cases in that neighborhood. It's gorgeous and really located conveniently close to get right over the river to 52nd Avenue in West Fargo to get over to the shopping in that area. And then also very close to 8th Street in Moorhead, which has your grocery stores, coffee shops, everything you would need there. Tessa Terrace is a great place to call home, but now we're moving on to Hampton Place development. The next neighborhood on our list is Hampton Place. Hampton Place development is located just to the east of Tessa Terrace. Construction of Hampton Place started back in 2004, and now we are on the 4th edition of Hampton that has homes going up right now and tons of lots available. There are still lots available in other editions of Hampton, but the 4th is the one that is brand new and has the best views of the sunset on the Red River. Hampton Place is very similar to Tessa Terrace, where it was constructed to be a very active residential area. There's lots of bike paths, there's a playground and large green space for soccer. There is a pond, multiple ponds, I should say. There is also an HOA community within Hampton Place 2nd edition, where you could go and you buy a property there, and then your lawn care and snow removal is included in that HOA. Home prices in this area are going to be slightly less than that of Tessa Terrace. Home prices are going to start around $400,000 and go up to just shy of $1 million, which we find that more in the newer development of Hampton Place 4th edition. Proximity, again, to everything that we talked about with Tessa Terrace is going to be the exact same. We are just east of Tessa Terrace, right along Highway 75 when we're in Hampton Place development. So very conveniently located next to Fargo's 52nd Avenue, which gives you direct access to I-29, taking you north and south out of Fargo, and then also very close, again, to 8th Street, Highway 75 in Moorhead, which brings you to I-94, taking you east and west out of Moorhead. Convenient for grocery shopping, restaurants. It's a quiet area, and it is really sought after in the Moorhead community. For the next neighborhood on our list, we're going to talk about two that are right next to each other again, Allyson Parkway and Angela's Addition. Now, homes started construction in Angela's Addition in the late 80s, and now there are still some lots available to build on in Allyson Parkway, which is going to be a little newer than Angela's Addition. Home prices are going to range in this grouped area from $300,000 to over $600,000. Homes are very well spread out. It is the same developer in Allyson Parkway as in Hampton Place and Tessa Terrace. He does a really great job of making sure people have spacious lots, open fence lines when we have ponds and parks. It's a really beautiful neighborhood. Another benefit to these neighborhoods being tied together is they have two playgrounds. They have Allyson Park and Angeles Park, and they're conveniently located just a short distance away from each other on a bike path. So you could go from one to the other pretty seamlessly. Now, these developments are located just to the north of Tessa Terrace in Hampton Place. So we're still on that southwest corner of Moorhead and still the same amenities and the same easy access to the things we mentioned for those other neighborhoods. The next on our list is Riverview Estates. Now, Riverview Estates is where we start running into a little more established development as far as neighborhoods go. Homes constructed in Riverview Estates started in the 70s and continued through the late 90s. Now, all the homes in this area are very unique looking. They're very beautiful, lots of big established trees, and we are really close to the river here. So some of the homes have a really great view of the river. These homes don't come up for sale very often, and when they do, they go pretty fast. This neighborhood is one of the most desirable neighborhoods in the city of Moorhead. And they have one of the best parks. Riverview Estates Park has a playground, it has a wading pool, it has a hockey rink and tennis courts, basketball courts, a sledding hill, soccer. It literally has everything. I'm pretty sure, yes, it also has a baseball or softball diamond in there as well. It's a really big park, and it is a really big asset to that neighborhood. Homes ranging in this neighborhood are going to go from around $220,000 up to over $450,000. Now, I have a feeling that these homes are going to start increasing in value as people are starting to buy them and redo the interior, exterior, update them a bit from their 70s, 80s, 90s vibe. And those are going to start going for more just because the development is so beautiful and so sought after. Next on our list is Morningside. Morningside is one of the older developments that we're going to talk about today, and it's not that old. Home construction started in the late 50s, with the majority of homes being constructed in the 60s and 70s and then trickling into the early 90s. This development is located right next to Moorhead High School. So you get to experience the Friday night lights with football games in the fall. You can hear the announcers all through the neighborhood. It is also really closely located to the Cullen Hockey Center. Matt Cullen is an NHL player who graduated from Moorhead High School and donated a big chunk of money to help with the Moorhead hockey program with the Cullen Hockey Center. So that's a cool thing to have right there. We also have Morningside Park, which is a playground, hockey rinks, an ice house, all of these things here for the community over there. It's a really gorgeous area, and home prices start around $150,000 and go up to about $350,000. This would also be a really great area if you were looking for something that you wanted to improve. A lot of the homes are going to be kind of outdated, but have a great structural integrity, and it would be a really good location to put some money in if you were looking to buy a home and improve it and either stay in it or sell it. Morningside is also very conveniently located just off of 052, which takes you directly to I-94 going east and west out of Moorhead into the Twin Cities or into western North Dakota. They're also not too far from Highway 10, which takes you directly out into Lakes Country, but then as well, Highway 10 right in Moorhead has Target, grocery stores, coffee shops, restaurants. We can't talk about Morningside without lumping in the Meadows. The Meadows is a neighborhood that butts right up to the Meadows golf course in Moorhead with some awesome golf course views and a lot of homes situated right on the golf course. Home prices are going to be slightly more than you'll see in Morningside. You get that a lot with golf course communities, but they're beautiful homes, a very established area, and it flows nicely over from Moorhead High School. You can also see the Moorhead baseball fields, the track, the football field, all of those things from this development as well. And it is just to the east of Morningside. The last development on our list today is the very east point of Moorhead in Horizon Shores. Now, Horizon Shores is a larger development with many, many additions. There's going to be homes in there that start around $250,000 and then homes that go up over $1 million along the ponded areas. Now, this is a great area because you are in very close proximity to both Dorothy Dodd Elementary and Horizon Shores Middle School. They also have a really large playground, and it is very established now with more construction happening to the east in the newer phases of Horizon Shores. This one is located really conveniently proximity to I-94 that we discussed, and then it also has 32nd Avenue where there are different restaurants popping up as well, and close to Highway 10 too. So not very far east from, Morningside and the Meadows, but it is the very eastern area in Moorhead as far as where our development has stopped. So that was the summary of the best neighborhoods in Moorhead, Minnesota. And like I said, there's a bunch that we didn't mention. I actually tried to lump 8 into this small amount of time, but the important thing to know is Moorhead is full of beautiful neighborhoods, and I could discuss a lot more. We'll get into more of that in future videos, but if you have any direct questions or comments on what you've seen, make sure to put them in the comments section. Hit subscribe to stay up to date on all things Fargo, Moorhead, and the surrounding areas, and I'll see you on the next one.